Hello guys, it's Schilling once again with another episode of myself playing SimCity4 with our terrific city of GwVille. Anyways, I have, when I first did the upload there, first one, I realized, of course there's no background sound, just my own voice here, and that is of course because I actually sped up the game to make it less boring, because it does take a while to actually create a city. But if y'all would rather have some background noise, the game volume itself, which isn't all that interesting, but whatevs, just let me know and I can just do it. Now the videos might, they could be 20 minutes long if we do that, but it's up to y'all. Anyways, I just started off by adding more residential areas, and I went ahead and actually did medium residential, which allows for more compact citizens in a certain area. So it's going to be your lower level end apartment buildings right now. And of course, the wealth of this new land is probably pretty low because they don't have adequate police, fire, and education coverage, as well as medical. And so eventually, further down in this episode, I'm going to be placing some more of that stuff, which of course then hurts our expenses. But we still, I believe at the end, we still end up maybe $1,000 or 1,000 simoleons, excuse me, more than our expenses every month. As long as it's going up, that's all I care about right now. We still have quite a bit of money left. But right here I also build a avenue, which allows for more traffic. Of course, it's basically one way, of course, on the right side of the road. So, but that's of course to avoid traffic issues when roads get too they're too small for the amount of traffic that's on them. And so still need more residential, or excuse me, industrial. And so I went ahead and zoned what we have, medium industrial, now to heavy industrial, which is going to produce even more pollution now. And we're going to have our city's getting so big now that we had to build another power plant. So I did once again natural gas. And the thing is, at this point, you could just replace both of those with maybe one coal, because now both of these, even though one natural gas plant does not produce as much pollution as coal, just two of them right next to each other, I mean, it's going to end up producing the same amount, and it's still probably less than what coal will actually give you in electricity. So I might change that actually when we come back in. But anyways, here's our city, just looking dandy. I think by the end, I zoned for more residential, I remember that. I think by the end we end up with about 15,000 population, which, I mean, that's getting there. We're gonna have to start having problems and whatnot, but more medium residential. And it's weird. You think, of course, because of course you want to have a downtown somewhere, which that's the ultimate goal. And you think you're gonna have enough space, but in reality, you kind of have to start your main city pretty soon here, whoever that's gonna be, because you just start running out of room, which kind of sucks. But yeah, just cruising right along. Eventually, we still haven't had to do more commercial, which is kind of pissing me off, because that's all your business buildings, and that's a big moneymaker for your city, of course, off of taxes. Here we go. See, now I'm building a new police station. I went ahead and actually, yeah, I build. Is that right? No. See, I do a smaller one in the middle, and it's kind of funny. They end up striking because our population is just too much for just one or two medical clinics, and so I end up having. I should show that. I'm just standing on the side of the street with their damn picket fences or whatever, but picket signs and. Oh yes, we had a fire outbreak. Very dramatic. Yeah, then that made me think I should probably just build another fire station over there, because we don't have enough coverage for that by any means. And our farms are doing quite well. Problem with the farms, of course, they take up a lot of land, so we might end up having to do more heavy industrial, which I just zoned that into heavy again. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lot of smog above that area, which is, of course, from dirty industries. And that's not good, because that environment bar is still completely red. Even all those trees grew, it's just so hard to counteract that pollution. And you know, there's alternate cleaner routes for energy, but as of now I only have one choice of that, and that's windmills, wind turbines. And of course those you have to build so many of those to try and combat what just one natural gas plant would do. There they are. See, they're striking. And it's like, this isn't good. So we're gonna do this, build a huge hospital, which should be there for a while. It can carry like 3,000 patients at least. So I delete that little medical clinic and it's all good. And that guy was telling me that we're still gonna need more power soon, which is shocking because I just built one. So I'm like, alright, we'll go the clean route here. I'm checking up to make sure they're all funded, and they are. So I decide we should probably go with the wind turbines and place a whole bunch of them somewhere. Yeah, about right here. That land's kind of useless anyways, being right next to industrial like that. It decreases the land value so much, and even putting my commercial right next to that's not a good idea really for if you're doing high class commercial. So that's why downtown you do, you know, heavy commercial zoning and heavy residential zoning, and that's, of course, you leave your industrial way out here type of thing. So here we go, wind turbines for the win, and they all actually are doing something right now, so we might be able to go a little further with it, but we might have to build some disgusting new coal plant or something. Here I'm planting some trees once again. Not gonna do anything, but and so how you raise land value, anything next to water increases it greatly. Trees, of course, and of course then just not placing it right next to industrial crap. Okay, so I had to pause the video for a second, or pause the recording there as a roommate came in, but that's pretty much going to do it for us today in this episode. Look forward to the next one. Please leave your feedback, and yeah, Schilling out.